NFL wrapping up tonight. I am just disgusted, absolutely disgusted with what Patrick Mahomes did on that final drive of the Jets game. I am your host, George Carmona. We're going to be going into that. We're going to probably have a Kiki, Uncle Kiki calling in to rant a little bit about that bullshit, Cameron. That was some straight up, like, how does that even happen? Cameron's the engineer for tonight. How you doing, Cam?
Hello, I'm doing good.
That's amazing.
Hey, everybody.
I love it. We didn't really spend a lot of time today together because I was at the, I think it's called the Doghouse Sportsbook at Resorts World. I do have a couple of gripes. Okay, first gripe. Okay, waffles and eggs aren't cooked in the same kitchen, so my waffle came out like a full 15 minutes before my eggs. That was gripe number one.
Terrible.
Bad service. They did warn us, like, when I did put in my order, they're like, the waffle will come out first. And that kind of, I was like, damn, you guys are just steady taking L's all day on just telling people that waffles will come out first. It's just not the order of operation. You know, I'm not 7 years old anymore. Like, I don't want pancakes before my man breakfast. I want my man breakfast, and then I want to feel like a kid. And veg on a waffle after.
Could you have just asked them to bring the waffle with the eggs?
It just seemed too hectic at that moment in time in the sports book. Like, there was a lot of things that these waitresses were doing, and I respect the hustle, but when they have two kitchens, that's where the real issue starts. Two kitchens. Not a good move to have two kitchens. There was a moment in time in which Gio ordered 6 eggs scrambled with cheese, right? Tell me why they brought this man 3 separate bowls of eggs on different trays that Gio had to just, like, pour into one bowl, and it didn't even fill the bowl. That was like the most, like, asinine thing. When he poured 6 eggs into one bowl, it still didn't fit a singular bowl.
Why didn't they bring out all the eggs together?
They did. So they did bring out all the eggs together.
But I mean, just in one bowl kind of situation.
Yeah, Gio was furious. Gio was fucking heated.
Like more work for them. Really.
It was. So mediocre. And then my egg, I ordered an egg sandwich. The egg was so cooked, it was like sunset orange. Ugh. It was just like, wow. Okay. Like, I don't know whoever's in the waffle kitchen. Great job. Phenomenal job. Actually, really not that hard. You're just kind of fucking in a waffle maker. I guess it's not that hard. Way too much props for the waffle guy right there. That's on me. The person who's cooking the eggs needs to be fired now. Okay. And, I'm sure we can make that happen. But it was a fun time at the Doghouse, chilling with Gio and John. Amazing people. John's the owner of the studio. Gio is the host of Fitness Junkies. So we're all in the same fantasy football league. And John got his fucking ass whooped, like, right in front of our faces. And he was like, I'm done. I'm quitting. I'm not playing anymore after this year. Clearly joking. Regardless, though, you went to breakfast. Did you watch, like, a lot of Red Zone this morning?
Somewhat. I kind of got the last bit of the games, which is really the most interesting part. I got home at like 12:30, so like 12:20.
Got it.
So when everything was close at the end.
Yeah, so everything did. I mean, this is just the NFL at its finest. Games seem like they're blowouts, and then before you know it, the second half schemes for some of these teams just really put them into winning positions. We're going to cover every single game today that happened today, and we're going to start on Thursday. So we may as well just start with the Lions defeating the Packers 34-20. This game was a blowout from the first half. The halftime score in this one was 27-3. And at that moment in time, every Lions fan was like, even if we catastrophically fail here at the end, like, we're still in winning position at the end of the game. And that's all Lions fans can hope for. But beyond that, this is the second game in which Jordan Love has come in and just extremely underproduced. He obviously beat the Saints last week. I posted about my little rant about his little touchdown dance or whatever. He had a horrific game Thursday night versus the Lions. He had 2 interceptions, and when you do that, and it's going to be a common theme throughout today's episode, interceptions lose you game, turnovers lose you games. Boom, period, point blank. The Lions don't have another divisional game for the next 5 weeks, and they're kind of all lollipop games minus playing the Ravens in 2 weeks. So I think the Lions have a very good chance of having like a 9-1 record, like at the end of this little run that they have going on here. And if they have a 9-1 record or an 8-2 record, my Lions defeating the Ravens Super Bowl pick that's at plus 190,000, 190,000 to 1. It's got a shot. It's got a shot. I put $10 down on that. That would be a nice little payday. It might be 19,000. I don't think so. I'll check that. I'll post it later on. But anyways, David Montgomery getting more carries than Jahmyr Gibbs. I was high on Jahmyr Gibbs going into the start of the season. I was like, man, this kid is that rookie stud, Barry Sanders. I was way overhyping this kid. But this is the thing. Jahmyr Gibbs is learning behind David Montgomery, who went for 32 carries, 121 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So whenever you have a running back in front of you that's producing, you can help the youngster out. Gives Jahmyr Gibbs another year to put on some weight, if I'm being honest. I think he kind of needs it. Jahmyr Gibbs is like in a great spot right now because you kind of don't want the spotlight on you. We're going to touch on the Falcons game a little bit later, but that is one of my big gripes for that game. And actually, we're going to talk about that Falcons game right now. Right now. It was in London. The Jaguars home field, pretty much, they're going to be in London they were in London this week. They're going to also be in London next week. So they're staying a full 2 weeks across the pond.
Are they just staying over there the whole time?
Mm-hmm. There's no need to fly back. I mean,
do they have like a
that's just me assuming.
Facility? I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, they're obviously yeah.
Okay, good luck.
Just find a local park, and yeah, you guys can run some routes over there. This one has less divots. I don't know. And that one, yeah, we don't have field goal posts. We just have soccer nets. So, yeah.
You can make it work.
Yeah, I mean, they're about the same size. Just kick it, you know? Kick it. Jaguars defeat the Falcons 23-7. Here's my thing, and it ties into like a young running back having to carry the weight of a franchise on his shoulder. Cameron, guess how old Bijan Robinson is?
18.
Jesus Christ, Cameron. Jesus, this isn't the NBA.
Oh, 21.
Boom, he's 21 years of age. 21 years of age. He's making more millions this year than his age. He's making $22 million.
Wow.
Okay.
That's impressive.
Very
That's
impressive.
a great stat.
That is.
My goodness.
Yes. Okay. It's nuts. But he's got the weight of an entire franchise on his shoulders. And when you're relying on a 21-year-old to lead you to NFL game victories, you just can't expect that from him, right? You need Desmond Ridder to fucking produce, and he has not done that for 2 weeks. I think the Falcons, we've always said this, the Falcons coach, Arthur Smith, is on the hot seat. I thought when he had the mustache and he was looking a little more jacked on the sidelines, I was like, man, second life for this guy. Second life. However, yeah, no. You cannot put up the performance like you did today on Toy Story Day. God damn it. It was Toy Story Day in the NFL, meaning that the game was somehow, I don't know the technology.
It's so impressive.
It blows my mind. The clip of the game going up here and then Toy Story being broadcast on the bottom and the way that it looks identical. Some wizardry. I'm here for it. I like the Toy Story game. I like the Toy Story game almost a fucking 1,000 times better than I like the Nickelodeon game.
Okay, but I have a gripe.
What?
You said it's dope, and you're hyping it up here, but you made us turn it off. We watched about 4 downs, 5 downs, and you said, "Okay, I'm turning this off."
No. It was salt. I mean, like, listen, I liked it. It was dope. But here's the thing: it has the lack of being able to read body language. Okay, like if Trevor Lawrence throws like a pass that, here's the thing: everything is like very video game-esque. So if a pass goes to a certain direction, you don't know, was the pass thrown behind him? Was the pass thrown in front of him? That I didn't see a one-handed catch thing.
Okay, that I get it.
So there's like body things that
you did make us turn it off.
I did. Because I'm a fucking grown adult. Like
I like the idea of having
just like
a picture in picture.
I do. Yeah, I brought that up. I was like, hey, listen, I'm completely fine. Toy Story, big screen. I like it. It's fun.
It's fun.
It's cute. It's cute as fuck. Like I'm not gonna just sit here and
the
think
little aliens.
Toy Story is one of the greatest movie franchises of all time. So if you think that I take fucking offense, okay, to the NFL belittling, see, Nickelodeon hated it. I hate kicking a fucking field goal into SpongeBob's mouth. Not a fan.
Was it AI like that, or was it just
No. It was like the actual game, but like
that's stupid.
Built into it. Yeah, and young Sheldon like announced one of the games. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Is he even?
I'm more here for the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce hype than I am ever for another Nickelodeon game. 100%.
Unless it's AI like they did this one.
Yeah.
And it's like you're underwater. Oh my gosh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
No SpongeBob.
Yeah, no, I know. Maybe a little aerial combo. I don't know. Aerial cheerleader.
It's weird. I think she's underage. But.
You sure about that?
Well, actually, no. I don't know.
I miss being under 18 and then just like being able to think like. Well, no.
Yeah, what? How are you gonna say it?
No, like when you're like
gonna
12.
Say you don't like that you can't hit on young people.
When you're like 12, you're in the prime age to hit in any age direction. Just mind it. Like you can't hit on like 8-year-olds, but like you're 12, you're hitting on a 10. All right, whatever.
Now I just can't comment on the beauty of these young girls.
This is a football podcast, God damn it. Okay, why are we sidetracking in here? Toy Story game dope, all right? Bijan Robinson, $22 million, 14 carries, 105 yards. You cannot expect a rookie running back, 21 years of age, to lead a franchise. Crazy. On to the game that everybody was like, oh, including Robert Babiak from Wager Wars was like, the Dolphins plus 125 money line, getting 3 points. Fuck the points. The Dolphins are solid. The Dolphins needed more than 3 points. They got thrashed. The final score in this game, Bills 48, Dolphins 20. Cameron.
Yes.
You're a Josh Allen fan. I'll give you this time to be like, all right, how cool was Josh Allen today?
He did great. He got me 47 points, which was great. But I ended up losing. So really it's for nothing.
Who'd you lose to?
To you. I lost to George. I lost to you. And I was so confident. I was going to beat you. And I had the percentage.
Talking shit all week. Talking shit all week.
It's stupid.
It is.
It's stupid how you just lose.
Fantasy football's stupid. It's just stupid.
It's stupid when I lose. I should have won that one. Can't believe it.
Winner. Mike McDaniels, the coach for the Dolphins, constantly wearing these fucking dope brown shades, man. Okay, but here's the thing. They only look dope in Miami. You need to take those shades off when you go into Buffalo. The last time he was in Buffalo, Mike McDaniels, he did the thing that made me name my fantasy football team McDaniels Vape Dealer. McDaniels was on the sideline. He hit him with a ghosted that shit, dude. And he had like nerdy glasses on. This Mike McDaniels who scores 70 points and fucking wears the I sell cocaine sunshades, not here for it unless you're in Miami. Okay? Straight up. Overplayed. Beyond just neglecting the coach. The Bills played pretty fucking phenomenal today. Josh Allen threw one interception and it was weird. I almost feel like going back and making a compilation. I almost certainly will not have the time to do this. But today there was so many interceptions thrown, Cameron, where it was like you airmailed it into double coverage. Like I'm like, Justin Herbert threw one, Josh Allen threw one. There's a couple other quarterbacks in there that I'm like missing right now that like threw. Oh, Patrick Mahomes threw 3 fucking interceptions tonight. There was a couple there that I was just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? That's all I got from this game. Last thing, okay? Here's the thing. Whenever a team puts up 70 points, it's not it's not that you need to play like this, and it's not even the 70 points. Okay, the defense to defeat the Dolphins, it's got to be a bend don't break defense. Meaning, just play everything as deep as humanly possible. Devon Achane went off today, not because the Bills are piss poor at run defense. The Bills constantly had 7 to 8 people in coverage. Like they were they were making sure that they bottled in this high potent offense, right? And you just got to play deep, and then you got to make Tua make bad decisions in the red zone, which he's prone to doing. Not too hard to defeat the team. Cameron, that's fucking gross, dude. I'll seriously fire you. I will find another engineer if you're going to keep burping into the mic like that.
That's a fireable offense. I get it.
No, now you're going to read the next score. You're going to read the next score.
Okay.
Next game of the weekend.
Broncos 31, Bears 28.
Here's the thing. Bears.
Poor Bears.
Big lead. Broncos came back, okay? Don't know what to tell you. Like, this was the toilet bowl. I knew it was going to be high scoring. Like, both these teams' defenses are pretty soft as shit. The Bears the Broncos coming back to defeat the Bears, and I think is, and Nick Dace always talks about this on the Veterans Minimum. I'm always on there Mondays at 4:30 tomorrow. We will be live. But Nick Dace is always talking about whenever there is this is the first time ever in like the headlines of one of your games, which like this one had the first time ever the Broncos came back from this much. You're going to bet against the Broncos next week. Just like how you bet against the Dolphins this week, or you should have, because it was like the first time ever in a very long time that they scored 70 points. So this was like the biggest comeback in Broncos history. Next week, please, for love of Christ, don't bet the Broncos. Like, they aren't back. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't be fooled by the hype. Here's the thing. I had the debate in my head. Which city is experiencing the worst drought? And I should have included Detroit in this. I should have.
I thought about, when you first brought it up to me, I had thought about them.
What city? Yeah.
I don't know, because they've had success with the Red Wings, and I mean, like, their hockey team's been
and then the Tigers too.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. I thought about prominent cities. Not saying Detroit isn't prominent, but if we're going to talk about like metropolises, we're talking Chicago, we're talking New York. Which city between Chicago and New York has had the worst span of losses? Okay, let me redo that, because this is going to be a fucking clip. Which city has had the worst 23-year span? Chicago or New York when it comes to winning championships in sports? There was a great website that I found. It was able to give me New York's most recent championships across all sports. We're including soccer and hockey in this. Sorry, true sports fans. So because these cities have a lot, right? New York in the last 23 years, in 2021, whichever MLS team, there's 2 MLS teams, they won the championship in 2021. The Giants won the Super Bowl in 2011. Then the Yankees won the World Series in 2009. That's 3. Then the Giants won the Super Bowl in 2007, which is 4. Okay, so 4 championships in the last 23 years for New York. For Chicago, the recent championships include the Cubs World Series in 2016, the Blackhawks winning 3 championships. So like the Blackhawks had a pretty historic run, 2015, 2013, 2010. And then the Whitesox in 2005 winning the World Series. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're stuck at 5. Both of these fucking cities suck. Chicago is in an all-time drought. It's just all bad. They're gonna
football-wise specifically. They have nothing football.
Here's the thing. With that type of loss, people will be fired. Just calling it now. There will be some big move made this week. You have to. Like, that's just the NFL is a win now business. We are not in the business of winning later. Facts.
We're not in the business of losing.
That too. Next game. Ravens defeat the Browns 28-3. Okay, no Deshaun Watson. He had his shoulder before the game. They said he wasn't active. He just didn't have the full range of motion. I think it's because he now has solely adopted just male masseuses post allegations, and I think the male masseuse is just a little too rough on his shoulder. So maybe take it a little easy there. Buster is what I think that massage therapist's name is. Buster. Or it was Bronco. I don't know. Buster or Bronco. Just a little lighter on the thumbs for Deshaun. His backup, rookie quarterback, tough spot, got his fucking ass whooped. That was a really, really tough defense. It is a fucking Super Bowl caliber defense. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't woken up, wake up right now. The Ravens and the Lions will be in the Super Bowl. Calling it now. Just tossing it out there in the ether. It's fucking time-stamped, date-stamped right there. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. I promise you we'll come back to it. That game was very, very boring. On to the next game. Titans defeat the Bengals 27-3. Cameron, I know this is breaking the rules of podcasting and radio, but we need to do a 5 seconds of radio silence for the Cincinnati Bengals, for they have died. They have died this season, and we will do a 5 seconds of silence right now. They only deserve 3 seconds, those weak motherfuckers. Let me tell you, I am shocked.
Terrible.
Shocked. I am shocked at how bad the Bengals are. You have your gripes. Go into your gripes because this one hurts. This was a week of pain.
So a couple key fantasy areas that I have the Bengals defense, which last week they did all right for me. They got me like 30 points last week. I think they got me about 10 this week. And then Joe Mixon. Again, last week he was fine. These other weeks he's absolutely been shit. So I don't know. I think I need to do some roster changes. Some movements.
Oh, no. Let me tell you, Cameron, when you do that though, it kind of motivates your players. I have a text that I sent to Angelo Reyes saying, "Hey, I am hurting at the running back position because Derrick Henry has been bad until today." So like last week, I was like, "I'm willing to trade Derrick Henry." So I think by you saying that you want to get rid of Joe Mixon, he'll play better next week. He listens to the show, so of course he'll play better. Derrick Henry listens to the show. Didn't see the text thread, though, so I don't understand what motivated him right now. I think now that he knows that I was doubting him, he might play even better. 22 carries, 122 yards, touchdown, rushing. Then he had his 4th career passing touchdown. Put the fucking crown on the king's head. I think he's back. People are they're just doubting him with the mileage, okay? Prove them wrong, King. Prove them wrong.
Yeah.
He wasn't the only running back to throw a touchdown pass today. We will touch on the other running back who threw a touchdown pass later on. But, okay, I thought Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow were going to be one of the best 1-2 combos in the league. After today's game, Jamar Chase being interviewed at his locker, very tough position, right? You have a shit ton of cameras on you. You can tell, I don't know. I mean, he looked like he was crying. I mean, he cares about the game, right? The reporter asked a question relating to him getting the ball more, and his response, I'm not going to put it in here. You can go find it, but it was pretty much like, "I'm always fucking open." And then he said, "Excuse the profanity." He didn't say it like that, though. He's like, "I'm always fucking open." And whenever a receiver says those words, and here's the thing. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase have been playing together a very, very long time. This has been a very solid duo for a very, very long time. I don't know. I think there's some things going on behind closed doors. We will be having an injury update from Ron, Maximum Velocity Physical Therapy. He's going to come in and tell me what he thinks they're doing wrong with Joe Burrow this week. Stay tuned for that episode. That's going to be really insightful on what he is predicting for the Bengals quarterback's future. The highest paid quarterback in NFL history. Sheesh.
Sheesh.
Burp number 2. Okay. Celsius. All right, it does it. Okay, next game. Eagles 34, Commanders 31. Man, Commanders, this is a divisional game, okay? Don't be confused. The Eagles are still really fucking good. A.J. Brown, amazing deep touchdown today. I think it was a 53-yard just touchdown and great blocking by everybody. It was an overall amazing play. Donna Kelsey, Jason Kelsey, the center for the Eagles' mom, was in attendance, sitting next to who?
Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm.
And he put a Instagram post up that said, I also have superstars that watch me play or something like that come to my games. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Jake from State Farm. Arguably bigger than Taylor Swift in my eyes.
In my eyes. You know what's bigger than Taylor Swift? That fucking sponsorship check that they got from State Farm for that shit, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you?
I'm sure he's loving. He's like, I fucking love this job, man.
He's like, dude, I do fucking nothing but wear a red shirt and khakis. He must make every Target employee want to blow their head off.
We did it first.
We did it first, bitch. The only thing that really impressed me from this game, aside from the Eagles' dominance, Sam Howell is pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. 29 for 41, 290 yards and 1 touchdown. This kid, when I was watching at the doghouse, had multiple times in which this Eagles pass rush, which is back-to-back years, top 5 in the league, they were getting to him, but he was so crafty at the way he would get out of the pocket. Reminded me of a young Baker Mayfield. Maybe Sam Howell, Baker Mayfield, same quarterback coach. I don't know. I'm going to do the research. But if I'm thinking, man, the Sam Howell kid is actually not that bad. Not that bad. After scoring no touchdowns the week before and getting demolished to then almost beating the team that is undefeated in the league, I would say, kid played well. Kid found Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin on my fantasy team. I'm a fan of that. Okay? Next game. Vikings defeat the Panthers 21-13. Cameron, I had told you about this play. Everyone's seen this play by now. Kirk Cousins throws a red zone interception. Just right. Red zone, Cameron. There should be another word for, they were like 5 yards from scoring, and Kirk Cousins throws a fucking interception. 99 yards. So as that's happening, Kirk Cousins is like, he ran so ugly. And then as he's about to get to the point, he's running so stiff, his vision's probably piss poor because he's just exhausted because he hasn't run that hard in a while. Because he takes Tuesdays off to go to Barnes and Noble. That's exactly what I want my quarterback doing. That's what I want my quarterback doing. Thinking about that book that he read, right? And he's going to fucking make the tackle. Cameron, he got hit so hard he fucking did a somersault. And it immediately sent me into a Raven Simone vision, but reverse, right? It was this had already happened, but Kirk Cousins going, from the quarterback on Netflix. If you guys haven't watched that, Kirk Cousins gets hit in one of the games and is like, and I can't help but to think when he got fucking somersaulted that he was like, it had to have
iconic
happened.
moan.
Had to have happened. It is an iconic moan. Didn't mean, for those of you who aren't watching on YouTube, because it wasn't that appealing visually, but if you're listening to it audio-wise and you got a hard on right now, that was me making the moaning noises, not Cameron. So keep it in your pants, brother. All right, next game. Texans defeat the Steelers 30-6. This was the second game in which a running back had thrown a touchdown pass. Devin Singletary throws his first ever career pass in the NFL for a touchdown. And I just can't help but think that Kenny Pickett, who got hurt, is literally ruining the Steelers' amazing defense. Because although the Texans put up 30 points, it was just such bad production by the Steelers offense, and I can't help but to think it was because of Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett gets hurt, little Mitch Trubisky action at the end. You got to expect Trubisky to be the starter moving forward. It's not good. in the land of the steel. It's just not. D'Amico Ryans got the boys riled up. He had those first two picks. He went C.J. Stroud and then Will Anderson Jr. Will Anderson Jr. scored a touchdown today.
Oh,
So
good for him.
did C.J. Stroud.
Wow.
C.J. Stroud has thrown 6 touchdown passes in his first 4 games, 0 interceptions.
Wow.
Picked him up
Good
in one of
stuff.
my fantasy leagues. Every once in a while, if you do a fucking good job at just scouting, I scouted C.J. Stroud at Ohio State, and I knew there's just, sometimes people got that dog in them, and C.J. Stroud's got that dog in him. Because that's a tough-ass defense he went up against today, and they pounded that ass. That game was never in question. Really good for him. CJ Stroud, this is hilarious. And ESPN, you need to fix this because you guys have one of the worst apps in the world. When you click on CJ Stroud, on ESPN, on his top banner, it still has the Ohio State University logo, not the Houston Texans logo. So,
Need to update the picture.
No. Don't update it. They doubting him. They just made it personal. They just made it real personal. Coach Prime got dominated last week. Made it personal. Back-to-back weeks, we lose to really good teams. It's personal. On to the next game. Chargers defeat the Raiders 24-17. Wait.
I think there's a couple of morning games. We got the Colts and the Rams.
The Colts and the Rams?
Colts and the Rams and the Bucks and the Saints.
Well, the Saints I'm leaving for the end.
Oh, okay. Colts and Rams.
Oh, you're right. Yep, my thing. Okay. Colts Rams. Let's start with the Rams game. Rams defeat the Colts 29-23. Sorry for jumping back and forth there, but thank you for reminding me.
Morning games.
Rams in overtime defeat the Colts. The one thing you need to know about this, these are 2 wild card teams without a doubt. They're going to be very competitive in their respective divisions. Seattle plays tomorrow night, so we'll see how that goes. But if not, I really do think the Rams are going to battle. I think I like the Rams better than I like the Cardinals right now, but I really do like the Cardinals. So that NFC West is just wide open, minus the 49ers. But that wild card spot's wide open. They all could be good. I've seen divisions do this where every team in the division is actually just really fucking good. And they're doing what they got to do. Puka Nacua, coolest name in the NFL. 9 catches, 163 yards. He is just Cooper Kupp 2.0. Sean McVay is really good at finding guys that are just phenomenal route runners. They pick up the game of football well. Puka Nacua is one of them. Game-winning touchdown is his first ever career touchdown in the NFL. He set damn near every record so far when it comes to receiving for rookies this early in his career. I mean, before the season, he had to have been like fucking 100 or maybe 150 to 1 to win offensive rookie of the year. I mean, but he is, I think, by far the front runner at this moment in time. On to the next game. Do I really want to go into this now? Because here's the thing. And listeners, I'm sorry. I think I want to save the rage. I just want to save the rage a little bit. I want to go into the Chargers, Raiders, and the Cowboys, Patriots. Let me do the afternoon slate, and then I'm going to go Saints, and then Kiki's phone call, and we're wrapping it up. Chargers defeat the Raiders. Wow. Oh, my God. Aiden O'Connell. What a rough game for this rookie. It was 5 rookie quarterbacks had their first, or were starting today in the NFL. Aiden O'Connell being one of them. Aiden O'Connell got sacked 7 times. 5 of them being by Khalil Mack. And I don't know if everybody else felt the way that I felt about Khalil Mack's sacks. They just looked like they were happening in like 50 game speed. Like Khalil Mack looked like he was like jogging, and the sacks just like came to him. Like Aiden O'Connell is just like such a young doe, and if we're going to like refer it to like a nature documentary, he's like the deer that's like going to drink water at a little pond. And that's Aiden O'Connell. And then, Khalil Mack is like the fucking 200-year-old crocodile that's just like, oh my God, this is so easy. And then just, that's what happened. That's what every one of those sacks felt like. That being said, the Chargers went for it on 4th and 1. Cameron. Fucking Justin Herbert was flipping us off.
Oh.
Like Justin Herbert threw an interception, the interception that I had referred to earlier, where it's just like, you're such a good quarterback. Why are you throwing dumb fucking interceptions like this? Throws an interception, tries to make a tackle similar to Kirk Cousins. And my God, I don't know what happened to him, but he came back in and he was just like, all his other fingers can work. I'm not flipping you off. Justin Herbert was doing this to me. And so like Justin Herbert had like the splint on his finger. How
do you play with that?
I don't know. That's the thing. And then so like he came out one drive, the thing on his finger, which I don't know. Like as a defense, I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna get a 3 and out. Like this dude can't fucking hold the ball. Like we're good. Let's send the heat. And they did. And the Raiders were in position to win the game. Okay, because Justin Herbert last 2 drives came in one drive, no glove with a splint. Next drive had the glove on over the splint, looked even more weird, like a fake baby hand, but except like big mannequin hand. Fake baby hand is bad, but the thing that got me on this one was Aiden O'Connell bit the cheese. Aiden O'Connell. He kept throwing out routes that were just money to Devontae Adams, but I think it was just by design. They wanted the young rookie quarterback to feel comfortable throwing to the stud, and it was just a matter of time, especially on out routes, where a corner is just baiting you. Like he's like, I'm willing to let you catch this. I'm willing to let you catch this. And then that way, the third time around, and this was the pick that Aiden O'Connell threw on like the 2-yard line to tie the fucking game. It was an out route. It was an out route. You think it's there. You've gotten it 5 times in a row. But that 6th time, that corner's jumping underneath, and it was the most important play of the game. So you can't bite for the cheese. You know who I blame Aiden O'Connell, but at the same time, I think Josh McDaniels also ate the cheese too. You got to blame that one a little bit on the coaching. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't put a rookie in that position. Put the rookie in the position to hand the ball off to the best motherfucking running back in the league last year. I don't know. I podcast on Sundays. I podcast on Sundays. Next game, Cowboys defeat the Patriots 38-3. Wow. When
Didn't even have a chance.
When the football gods are on your side, they are on your side. God must have missed last weekend when the Cowboys were playing the Cardinals. It's okay. All right, he fucking came back and blessed them hard. They're just such a bad team, the Patriots. Regardless of these turnovers and the way it panned out, like, it was going to happen. They just have zero offensive productivity, but their offense gave up 14 points. Their defense gave up 24 points, 14 points, 24 points. So it would have been 24-3 if the offense didn't give up those points. Whatever. Cameron, you have a stat on this one.
Yes, this was the Cowboys' 10th consecutive home victory, which is the longest streak since 91, the 91-92 season.
Damn.
Yeah. Look at them.
That's a good stat right there. Okay, Dak Prescott goes 28 for 34, 261 yards. I had heard one of the announcers saying this offense likes to pass the ball, and they're built around passing. And when Tony Pollard's doing his thing and they're more run primary, you don't really get to see that explosiveness and get Dak Prescott comfortable. My response to that is that announcer, you can say it when it's working, but when it's not, you sound like a fucking idiot. Like, I mean, last week we were like, we do not want Dak Prescott to throw the ball. And this week he's like, the whole Cowboys offense is predicated around Dak Prescott really slinging it around. It's like, I'm not sure, be careful what you wish for. Next game, 49ers defeat the Cardinals 35-16. Christian McCaffrey scored 4 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
What would have happened if he would have scored the 5th one?
That's a franchise record. And then the coach, because I was saying, that's kind of rude of the coach not format a play to try to get him his 5th touchdown. But then the coach was saying he wasn't thinking about that. He didn't have the record in his mind, so he kind of felt bad about it.
Yeah, that's a bitch move. That's a bitch move.
He for sure knew.
He
held him from the record.
Okay, you're telling me. All right, it's said on the broadcast. You have people that will be yelling, "Get Christian his 5th." Like, I don't. Dude, Shanahan's just dialed in. Maybe that's why the 49ers are so good. He just doesn't give a fuck. I just think it's like that's the standard coach answer. But you got to know that, like, if I was Christian McCaffrey and I go into the facility tomorrow, I'm definitely like, so, do you want me to slice your fucking tires?
Kind of a bitch move, what you did to me, right? Want to talk about it?
You owe me a dinner, bro. You owe me at least a dinner. I obviously, can't afford it because I don't set records. Whatever. That was the only thing that was entertaining from this game. The Cardinals fought. They aren't that bad, but the 49ers are that good. Okay. On to the 2 games that just kind of drove me crazy, and the first one we'll get into is the Saints game. Okay, we'll start with the Saints. The Buccaneers defeat the Saints. A lot to a little. That's all you need to know. The Saints didn't score a fucking touchdown. Let me just rant here. All right. So, third quarter. I just want to hold on. Before I rant, let me just make sure I got this right. Okay. Third quarter. We're down 14-3. The Saints put Taysom Hill at quarterback on 1st and 10 twice when we're down 14-3. You may be thinking, was Derek Carr hurt? No, he wasn't. You may be thinking, oh, they were probably running some Wildcat stuff. Of course, it's always fucking wild. But here's the thing. It was empty. It was 1st and 10, and we ran 5 fucking wide receivers with a wide receiver at quarterback. What are we doing? Oh. It's not cool. It's not like I don't expect like. Listen, Saints fans don't think it's cool either. Like, we don't. I have this strong feeling that Saints fans don't get aroused when Taysom Hill is at quarterback. Like, I feel like it used to get a pop in the crowd when we had Drew Brees slicing and dicing 97% of the time. But now it's like a 70-30 split between whoever our quarterback is slicing and dicing and then Taysom Hill putting on a fucking sideshow of, look, I can run people over and I play hard. And it's like, I don't mind it. Like I've always said, I don't mind that we have this ability to do this, but we need to do it way fucking less. Period, point blank. I can't blame it on our defense. Our defense had it 14-3. We could have scored a touchdown, okay, down by 4. But no, we're putting Taysom Hill at quarterback on 1st and 10 in an empty formation. Just not winning football. Not winning football. Oh, you know what else isn't winning football? Being Mr. Derek Check Down Carr. Alvin Kamara, 13 catches today, 33 yards. Puke in my mouth. Puke in my mouth. Puke in my mouth. You got to throw the ball a little more creatively, Saints. Like, I don't know how else to put it to you. Like, we need to have more concepts in which we are throwing shorter passes and we're developing an offensive rhythm. 2 games this year, we haven't scored a touchdown. The fuck? It's not like we have jabronis at receiver. It's not like Derek Carr is bad. He's not good. But he isn't, I don't score a touchdown in 2 fucking games bad. Saints could still win, go 13-4. I'm not too worried about that, though. I'm not too worried about the Saints not being able to do it. Okay, last game. I posted a clip before this game on Gridiron Junkies. Make sure you follow Gridiron Junkies. Just had on Sean Merriman on Friday. This channel is just moving. It's crazy the way that I've been able to get all these shows. Like, I mean, I'm extremely grateful for you, Cameron, because I am putting in long days of content, and you are just my rock on the side, and you're engineering, and we're having fun. But I really do appreciate you. Without you, like you know, I'm not gonna get fucking soft right now, all right? I'm not fucking crying. I'm a fucking man, all right?
Thank you. I appreciate
Long days. Sean Merriman in on Friday. Then I was announcing a high school game. I made a clip about the Chandler Jones situation with Sean Merriman. You need to go watch that episode. What was I getting to? I was getting to the clip that I posted on Gridiron Junkies about Zach Wilson sucking. Zach Wilson on Hard Knocks. Cameron, you and I witnessed it. Week in, week out. Oh my God, isn't it amazing we got Aaron Rodgers? It's phenomenal that we got Aaron Rodgers. Like, seriously, last year sucked. Our offense had no productivity. It was just very stagnant. We sucked. But now that we got Aaron Rodgers, like, Super Bowl. Like, we're going to the Super Bowl. You agree with that, right, Zach? It was like, damn. Like, he got fucking publicly humiliated for 4 weeks. And then 4 plays into Aaron Rodgers' Jets career. Boom. Back to everything that they were shitting on the show. It was, like, here's the thing. No team wants to go on Hard Knocks. Ever.
Really?
Because, it really highlights shit like this, Cameron. Like, your fucking backup quarterback who, at a certain point in time, if you're a coach, you should agree with this. Your backup quarterback during a football season is most likely going to play a couple of snaps. Like, you have to mentally be preparing for, at some moment in time, our quarterback's going to go down. I don't know for how long. I don't know when. It could happen. You're going to go in, so be ready. I don't need my backup quarterback for 4 weeks on HBO. No, my bad. On Max. 4 weeks on Max, just getting, man, it was his fault last year. It was his fault. It's bad. It's bad. The Jets are able to pick off Patrick Mahomes 3 times this game, which is wild. That never happens, okay? Patrick Mahomes is usually dialed in. But, Sunday Night Football, the team prepares a little extra harder because here's the thing. When you are the Chiefs, everybody's going to give you their best shot. Even teams that are, led by Zach Wilson at quarterback. They're going to give you their best shot. And Patrick Mahomes threw a couple interceptions today where I'm just like, bro, Taylor Swift is in the fucking box right now, bro, and you're playing like shit. Get the ball to Travis Kelce more. Not a good look for that Chiefs team. The Jets able to stay in the game. They had their moments, but Patrick Mahomes is just that good. I think their final drive encompassed over 6 minutes, in which I, a person who likes betting, put $20 down on the Chiefs to cover -8.5 and for it to go over 41. The over 41 hit. That last play where Patrick Mahomes decides to fucking slide, that's what I'm about to call Kiki about. We're about to have Kiki Carmona, Uncle Kiki, call in to talk about how furious it is to have teams that are about to fucking cover, not cover, because their quarterback wants to control the clock. It's crazy. Kiki, you better pick up. You better pick up because I'm furious.
Just asked you.
I'm furious. I'm furious right now. Kiki, you better pick up. Oh my God. Fuck.
Jeez.
Did I wait too long?
It has been longer than-
Okay. I missed these texts as we were recording. He said, try to relax, deep breathing, and stay away from this shit. Guy with sunglasses saying, no, I'm not staying away from it. I'm raging, okay? I'm on a podcast. I know how to rage. All right, that's what the people want. G-Money, I'm about to go to bed. Are you good? Love you. Hit me in the morning.
Damn, that's 2 weeks.
Oh,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Kiki had the opportunity to call into Gridiron Junkies, but he's going to bed early like a lame-o. Whatever. Why the fuck did Patrick Mahomes slide, dude?
He
I
could have
think,
easily made it too.
Cameron, I think that play is just, it's more dangerous to slide the way he did right there than it would have been to score a touchdown.
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
let's say this. Patrick Mahomes, a person who's prone to ankle injuries, goes down, slides, turf, catches his cleat, breaks his ankle.
Jeez, that's a possibility. Yeah.
As soon as it was happening, I was like, oh my God, this dude's about to break his ankle. Is he really about to slide forcefully in bounce without scoring to cover? That's a bitch move.
It's fixed.
That's a bitch move. It is fixed. Kiki's main gripe said tonight's game was controlled solely by the Kansas City Chiefs bookies. Possibly. Whatever. Betting wise this week, I would say I was like probably 25%. This was one of my worst weeks. On Wager Wars, though, my 3 best plays, I'm not going to paywall you. I'm going to give you my 3 best plays every week on Wager Wars. Watch that show on Wednesday. This past week, I went 3-0, Cameron.
Really?
I went 3-0.
No way.
I went 3-0. I went with the Chargers. At the time, the line was -5, right? So I got the Chargers at plus 102 odds at -6.5. Now, the line closed at -6.5, which shows you I was on the right side from the jump. The second game was the Baltimore Ravens money line. That was before Deshaun Watson was even labeled out because Buster was in there a little too hard on the thumbs. And then the third game I picked, I am just blanking on right now. But anyways, watch Wager Wars. I wish I would have fucking put way more money down on those bets than all these other.
Yeah, no way.
I was biting the cheese just like Aiden O'Connell and Josh McDaniels today. How do you do betting wise? And then we'll close up.
Not too good. I lost all my parlays. One of them I was 4 out of 5. Not too bad. I did have a first touchdown, Amon-Ra St. Brown on Thursday.
Yeah.
He won. That was my only winning bet from the weekend. So
You've gotten 2 of those.
yeah, 2 with Amon-Ra. I've gotten 3 total. I had Stephon Diggs and then 2 Amon-Ra.
Wow.
First touchdown. Yeah, I'm getting confident with it. I parlayed a couple today, but it
Damn, so you're trying to go big, girl.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. The odds are so good. You do a 2-leg parlay, you're set. You're set.
Yeah, that's like 200 to 1 type shit.
Yeah.
Damn near.
Well, I put $5. It would have been like 230, and I chose like 2 of the best odds. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another NFL weekend recap. It's been fun. Next week is NFL Week 5. NFL Week 5. Oh, before we leave, make sure you like and subscribe, obviously. But not only to me, to all the Junkies podcast. We have a network growing here at Sticky Paws. It would mean the world if you really went out of your way to go to Podcast Junkies Network on Instagram, and then it has all the different shows listed there. Make sure you go there, click it. We expect to see you. We're going to be doing a lot of fun, cool things. Last thing. We only have one game tomorrow night. Seahawks versus the Giants. This game is in New York. So you're a team going coast to coast here. Give me the Giants. Give me the Giants. Fuck the Seahawks. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Because they watch weekend 1 recap, and you'll know why. Fuck them. Cameron, take us out of here, girl.
Okay. Here we go.